Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. My name is Skyline, and today we're doing another solo queue school. This one was sent in by a player named Silver Sean. Sean is a regular on our Discord, so thank you for sending it in. And he doesn't really have enough of an impact here on Tracer, even though he's doing all the stuff right. And part of it is we can see it right now. His aim is a little bit rigid whenever he's firing. Plus, a lot of times when he blinks forward, he gets a little bit lost here. Let's pay attention to the aim here. A little bit. This is actually one of the better clips as far as his aim goes. But still, you can see that when he aims, it's like here. If you pay attention to my cursor, it's like this is his normal mouse movement. But then once he clicks the button down, it's like really hard to turn, and that's something that's normal. That's something that's pretty normal because when you click down the button, suddenly you're now multitasking. You have to pay attention to putting your finger down while you are moving either your wrist or your arm or both or all three. But that's not all that Silver Sean has a problem with, and we're about to see it in this clip here, which is just a couple seconds later. And so he has really good combat movement. He really does. He has great blinks, all that stuff. The issue is a lot of times he'll stay in a little bit too long. He'll like, I don't want to run away. I'm going to use all my blinks. And in a previous video, I said you have to be aggressive with Tracer. Use all of your blinks. Use your recall. Really utilize it all. But you need to have you need to get out at some point. Once you have realized, okay, I'm kind of done, you have to get out, and Silver Sean never gets out. He's like, oh, I gotta go in. Never give up, never surrender. But this isn't the movies. You have to be strategic about it. Almost gets the Pharaoh there, actually. We'll take a little bit more of a look at his aim. But I actually have a good exercise. Tracer is an interesting hero because she's not a hero that you can really practice aim on. Her aim is very mental. It's very predictive. You basically predict where they're going to go, and you just sort of move your crosshair there. But the type of aiming problem that Silver Sean has, is more mechanical. It's not really a predictive sort of thing. So we can actually fix that with an exercise. And I will let's show it after this. Let's show it after this fight, huh? So once again, well, we managed to get out of the Diva Ultimate, so that's pretty good. But once again, we kind of stay in a little bit too long. It's okay as Tracer to reposition. You really have to even reposition, because if you don't, then you just get stuck in bad places. And being able to reposition lets you come back into the fight at a different angle, a better angle. So we're going to book it out of here right now, because this is pretty much the example, right? He's sticking in here for a long time, but not actually killing anything. Let's go ahead and take a look. We'll see if he can kill the Mercy here. And I've already watched this. I know he doesn't, but you didn't know that. He doesn't actually manage to kill the Mercy. So let's jump into the map, shall we? All right, here we are. So what I've done here is now I'm in a game with 6. Well, this isn't the map we were just in. This is Numbani, because this is the map that I wanted to practice for myself. But here we are in a map, and I'm playing Tracer against 6 easy Anabots. It's not headshots only. They can totally shoot me, but they're not going to kill you. Don't worry. They have like 1/5 damage. And so you just saw I used a sticky bomb there. Basically, the entire point of this is that we're trying to get as close as possible to these Anas and still be able to track them. The key is you want to be swiping your mouse across the screen, and that works by being very close to them. Try to clip them in 1 or 2 shots. And another nice thing about this training is a lot of times you'll be into a situation like this one where there's a lot of Anas all stacked up on each other, and you want to just try to single one of them out and only kill that one Ana, because there's no Mercy, unfortunately, right? But the same thing you're going to be doing in ranked matches as well. You're going to be singling out the Mercy, singling out the Ana potentially in one of these matches. And so you want to only stick on that one target. And if you keep doing this, you'll fix this tracking problem that you have. And this is also a good way to practice your stickies. Just whenever your sticky is up, try to do a blink stick on someone. And so I'm really bad at my stickies personally, so this helps me. As you can see, woo, what a whiff there. Wow. But doing this for about 5 minutes before you play is I think will really help you out, really help your smooth tracking out while you're holding down that button. And by the way, you can die to the Anas, but if you're going to be trying to blink through them, because another issue this player had is that when he would blink around, he'd get a little bit lost. It would take a little bit too long for his cursor to get back on target. And so that can be remedied by simply blinking through the Anas, doing all that good stuff, and it prevents you from dying as well. That's the key. So the focuses of this training is on making sure you're close as possible, because if you're far away, like if you've been paying attention, when I'm too far away from a target, I don't do any damage to them. And that's kind of what was happening before, like this. I'm like not really doing anything. See how I'm too far away? So be as close as possible. Try to do those big movement swipes across the screen, and land stickies, and utilize your blinks properly. Another thing this does is you should do this on a map that you feel you need the most work on, because this will also help your blinks out. This player also, if we go back to the game now, has an issue where he was missing a lot of blinks. And what I mean by missing blinks is this is especially prevalent on maps like Nepal that have all these little pillars and stuff. I know this isn't the same segment we were on before, but this is just as an example. So what I mean by missing a blink is like, if you're not really super intimate with the map geometry, like let's say you're shooting here and you want to blink behind the pillar, and you blink behind the pillar, right? But it's actually not that easy. If you're shooting like this, it's very easy to run into the pillar, or to not hide behind the pillar. So to actually hit blinks all the time is not necessarily super easy. Or like here, let's say if you're fighting like this and you want to blink outside, and instead you just hit the wall. That's pretty common. Or like if you're fighting like this and then you blink back, well, I got out at that time, but sometimes you might again hit the wall. And so this is just stuff like, oh, I got past the pillar that time, but maybe if I did a little bit differently, I wouldn't. And so whenever you're practicing in these maps, like practicing against bots or whatever, it's also helping you learn the geometry a little bit better. So I can be like, oh, I want to go to those stairs, and I'm shooting this way, no problem, I'm there. Instead of running into this hay or this door, or yeah, I guess those are the only two things you can run into. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for this one. I just wanted to go over that. I know it's kind of a simple one, but I think for a lot of like it's one of those things where it's simple advice, it's short advice, but I think it's advice that a lot of Tracer players in Gold and Silver who have that really good combat movement already, like Silver Sean does, could just learn from having more accurate blinks and more accurate shots. Yeah, this was kind of a short one today, but 4 p.m. every day now on my stream, 4 p.m. Eastern Time, I'm doing an Overwatch Daily where I go over a match, usually a pro match, and we talk about Overwatch stuff, Overwatch strategy. I take questions. It's pretty great. I post those onto my new channel, by the way. I'm going to link that in the description, and I'm going to post it in the comments as well. So definitely, if you want to watch more Skyline stuff, there is a second channel you can go watch. Go check it out. And my Twitch is in the description as well, so you can check out the daily live if you want to. Never forget to stay positive and have a great day. See you later, guys.